Well, let's see. I've been muted the whole time. I forgot to unmute myself. Welcome. So I'm sitting here kind of amazed at the things. Erica, can you hear me all right?
Yes. Hello.
Turned out all the while it was me. I had myself muted. How you doing?
Okay. I thought it was me.
Oh, it's the famous. It's not you. It's me. I had myself muted. I should know better because I can usually hear my own voice in the headphones here. So I'm trying to fix something on the. Oh, maybe that's why. Hold on. No, it's broken. How you doing this evening?
Good. Well, and I noticed your book chapter. Looks pretty cool.
Which chapter? What?
On your screen here, it says Solitude on it.
Oh, right. Yes, that's right. It's not you. Oh, are you still seeing that? Is that what's on the screen?
Well, now I clicked, join now, and oh yes, that's what I see on the screen.
Are you seeing? The reason I'm asking is that I'm trying to see if it's keeping up. Because are you not seeing a piece of software called Voice Mod showing up on the screen?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Well, not surprising because it's very complicated stuff. Now, I wonder why the Voice Mod software disappeared. Go to audio settings. Let's see if I can fix this. I kind of broke it. Let's see. Yes, I will allow that. Open advanced settings. No, I don't want that. So output. Open the audio assistant. Hey, I like that anime you sent in the Discord about that food truck.
Thank you.
Is it working? Let's see if I can hear the sound. Hold on. There we go. continue, but you can't hear that. You can't hear my sounds, can you?
No, to be
It-
honest, I could hear your voice.
okay. That hold on here. Let me fix something here. Voice. Let me try that again. Yeah, I need a better computer. It just can't handle. This computer just can't handle so many simultaneous things. I'm afraid I have to shut down that. Let's see. Anyway, okay. I saw that food truck that you shared. That was very nice. Have you been there?
Thank you.
You been there yourself a couple times? Lots of times.
Yes, mostly at Anime Expo, and they're pretty friendly, and the lines are super long, but it's worth the wait. It reminds me of the old festival videos that you went to with Emily when she was a child.
Yeah, yeah. That does. That was those were good times. That how accurate? How much does that anime reflect? Is it a woman or a couple or a man? Does it how much does that anime reflect their story?
It's just like telling their mascot, like it's just like telling the story of their mascot.
Oh, okay. So she's not a personification of one of them. She's a fictional character.
Yes, but it reaches people who are in the anime community and the gaming community because they're both into anime and video games.
Yeah, it certainly does. They definitely did. They did a really good job at that anime. Wow. So
Thank you.
what's the story of the couple? Are they from Japan?
Um, well, the wife is from Japan, and her husband studied in Japan, and they met and they um and they dated during college, and of course you know I'll send you more information about that on the Discord if you would like.
Oh, okay. I'm afraid I have to kill this. I have to kill this. Hold on. My computer is just turn on, turn off the screen. I need
But
to turn it stop streaming. Sorry, Erica, I have to stop. I have to stop streaming. It's killing my computer. So I mean,
it's okay.
I'm still
Take your
streaming
time.
for anyone that's out on YouTube land, and then there we go. Get rid of that. What are you up to this evening?
Just speaking with you, of course.
Yeah. Well, you're my co-host after all.
Oh, well, well, I also came across your video about your dad saying if he wanted something, then put a stick up your ass.
Oh, right. What would he say? He would say he wanted that as bad as he wanted to stick up his ass, right, or something like that. I can't remember. Dad's been
Yeah,
gone so long, but you're right. I did have a video that I think I put that in there somewhere. Forgive me.
yeah, and you said, Emily, Uncle Lyle has a big refrigerator that has unlimited Diet Cola, so you could drink all the unlimited Diet Cola, and I could drink as many beers.
That's true. Although only the latter one is true. I don't think Lyle has any Diet Cola in there anymore, and maybe just a few beers. I think he kind of gave that up. Hey, we got a comment. It's here from Dustin. Hey, and are you, Erica? If you want to see what's happening on the screen, if you watch on the YouTube channel, you can see that. Justin's waving, and he says, "Hey Kurt, how goes your evening?" It goes well, Dustin. Thank you. And Dustin, I haven't forgot about you. I know we're going to have you and I are going to have lunch or dinner one of these weeks. So as soon as I can get myself settled, but I better do that before I move, because otherwise I'll be out of range. So here's what we're going to do. We are, I don't know if you can see on the screen, Erica, but I am working on page 2 now of Solitude by J.G. Zimmerman. So here we go. We finished page 1 yesterday. Are you aware of that project that I'm doing?
Well, I just noticed that you streamed yesterday about it,
Hmm.
and I noticed some activity that you're doing, some new projects, of course.
Yeah, it's a project to transcribe a work from about 220 years ago that really needs to be brought to the modern world. So I'm going to transcribe it from a very old form of English into a new and modern form, and I'm doing it by hand, one page a day. So now I'm at the tricky part here. I have to decide how I want to do this. Do I want to stay true to form to the way that this was laid out by page, or should I use a more modern convention and try to just stick with what's the available real estate on the page? I think the latter. I'll do that. So here's what I'm going to do. Gosh, that's not going to work though. Darn it. I have to do it. I'm going to try. I'm going to have to stick with the old style. So I'm going to insert a page break here. Man, this computer is so slow. Here we go.
Don't worry. If it makes you feel any better. Um, I had um, I had a branded laptop for a lot of years, like
Mhm.
since I was like a freshman in high school, and then it stopped working when I was like 24.
Oh no.
I'm 25, by the way.
You are?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I
I
thought
know
you
you
were
were
I
curious.
thought you were younger than that.
Oh, um, no, but of course we would like to think that we're young at heart, though.
Yeah. Okay,
Did you
let's
think that Oh, sorry.
okay. Sorry, I'm contemplating where I'm going to put the cursor here. Trying to decide this page break here. So indulge. So this is the tricky part of this, Erica, is that it's written in a very old style of English. Let's see if I can move this down here. Darn it. Let's see. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought.
It's okay. Take your time.
Let's see. The sentence that I'm working off of is that man. Okay. Gosh darn, this is a long sentence. Oh no, I'm done in the wrong place. Here we go. An inclination to exercise the faculty of speech, to interchange the sentiments of the mind, to indulge the affections of the heart, comma, and to receive themselves, comma, while they bestow on others, comma, a kind assistance and support, comma, drives men, comma. Share with you the screen so you can see what I'm doing. I think that's okay. Here we go. I am gonna get myself a better computer. Here we go. That 720, 1030. There we go. So Erica, tell me if you can see this when or if you can see the screen. Do you see
Yes, I
the?
can.
Okay, good. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get down. So, are you familiar with the project that I'm doing? I know we kind of covered this, but I'm sorry, Eric. I was splitting my mind, and that wasn't very polite of me. Are you familiar with the project that I'm doing?
Um,
Did you
a
see
little here and there.
Did you see yesterday's stream or the day before?
I apologize. I didn't.
That's you certainly do not need to apologize. The only reason I'm asking is that I don't want to bore you with an explanation that you're already familiar with. So I
No, it's
found
okay.
okay. I found this book that was written in 1799, and it is terrific. It's a really, really good book. But the problem is nobody knows about that book because it's so old and it's out of print and it's written in a really old style of English. But it's so good. I read it about a year ago. I decided I want to bring that book forward 220 years into 2021, and I want to make it available to people. So the way I'm going to do that is literally I'm going to I've got a book that's actually photocopies of all the pages of the actual book from 1799, and it's got really old archaic English. I'm literally going to read that book and type it out and change the language to more modern English, just little bits here and there, and make it readable. And then I'm going to publish it and share it with the world. That's the project that I'm doing.
That's amazing.
So what you're seeing, oh, well, thank you. So what you're seeing right now on the screen is the first page. That's the first chapter that I'm starting to work on. And there's two problems, Erica. First problem is spelling. He uses a weird type of spelling in this old version where there's some F's that are used in place of S. For example, the word success, succss, would be spelled by him as succsf, successful. So I have to change that. I have to take those excess F's out and change it. The second problem is that it's a photocopy. Literally, what I'm working off of is photographs of the old book, and it's bad photographs. And there's sections where I literally can't read it, and I have to guess about what he's saying. So I'm going to try to do my best to construct it based on just guesses. So maybe you can help me to guess where I get to struck parts. I'll show you the camera on the screen, and you can look at it and tell me what you think. Okay.
Okay, I'll try my best.
All right. And let's see, we got a comment from Dustin says, yes, let me know what weekend you will be available. November the 14th and the 20th, which are both a Sunday and a Saturday, respectively, are booked for me. Got it. Fridays work well for me, Dustin. Do you have maybe would a Friday? Well, actually, any day works lately because I'm unemployed. So Dustin, I'm having this conversation with Dustin, Erica, on in chat. He's also living in LA, and he and I are going to get together for lunch or dinner or something. And he's saying, I'm really liking that you are working on a book project and making it available to the general public in modern day English. Oh yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like that. I'm also working on a book project as well. Are you, Dustin? Wow. Do tell. Tell us about it. And Ed says, hey, hi, Kurt. Hi, Ed. Love to hear about your project, Dustin. Yes, did you say something, Erica?
Oh, I said hello to the next comment.
Oh, okay. Great. Now you can see my screen, right? You can see what it says Aristotle there and Solitude and stuff.
Yes.
Now I have to find a way to distinguish. Okay, this part here is actually a footnote. So I'm going to make this a smaller type, a smaller font. Let's go down to 8-point font. Maybe that's too small. That's better. Doesn't that kind of set it out now? So this is the actual main body of it here. And then this is the footnote. Does that look a little more readable?
It looked fine.
Well, I wanted to set it off. I wanted to make it distinct because see, if it's like that, then it just looks like it's part of the book, doesn't it? But
yes.
but if it looks like this, then that jumps out as, oh, that's something different. That's a footnote. See, it's got the little asterisk right here, and then the asterisk closes right there, so to speak. So here's what I'm doing. So here we go. Let's work on this together, Erica. So this is you're actually here with me from the very start. This is what I wrote last night. I transcribed it. Chapter the first, introduction. Solitude in its strict and literal acceptation. And there's a weird word. Have you ever heard that word, acceptation? I haven't. But we kind of understand what it means, right? It's literal acceptance, right?
Yes.
But that's what's so weird. It's like 220 years old. They're using language that we don't use, but we kind of get. Solitude in its strict and literal acceptation is equally unfriendly to the happiness and foreign to the nature of mankind. An inclination to exercise the faculty of speech, to interchange the sentiments of the mind, to indulge, and here we go now, continuing on the next sentence, next page, the affections of the heart, and to receive themselves, while they bestow on others a kind assistance and support, drives men, here we go, hold on. Oh, good Lord. The affections of the heart bestow on others, drives men by an ever active, comma, and almost. You know, can you see my almost, Erica?
Yes.
The way it's actually spelled in the book that I'm looking like that is that. That's almost. Almost. So what I have to do, and if you don't believe me, here I'll show you. Well, you can't see this because
Oh, I believe you.
you okay. You don't believe. You do believe me. So I have to change that to all. Not almondy. Almost. Almost. Okay. What the hell is this? Excuse my language. In what? Oh, ear ref. Okay, this is the word. Okay, I need your help, Erica, to figure out what the heck this
Okay.
word is. I think, and this is where the photocopy is bad. Ear. What? I need a magnifying glass. Un ear. Okay, I think it's ear. I think it's irrefutable. But here's how it's spelled. The first two letters are hard to read. Irrefutable. That's what I'm looking at.
Mm,
What do you think that is?
mm,
Irrefutable,
like,
maybe?
like maybe another word would be unrecognizable or something.
Unrecognizable. Yeah, I think it's irrefutable. Because watch what
Yeah.
happens. Watch what happens. Let's change the F's to an S or an R. Okay, that F is good.
Yeah.
Irref. No, that doesn't make any sense. That wouldn't be for you. There'd be a U there. Almost. Okay, what is this? I need a better light. Wait, hold on. Okay, well then the last word is clearly impulse. Here we go. In impulse. So let's see. That's the last word in the sentence, and then we got a period after that. Hold on. No, it's a comma. It's a comma. It's a comma. Crap. We got a comma from solitude in capital letters to society, society, and teaches them that the highest temporal felicity they are capable of enjoying. These sentences just don't start. Capable of enjoying. Enjoying must be fought for in a suitable. Oh, suitable. Because this is how in a. Here's how he spells suitable. Fuitable, right? Futable. So clearly that is suitable. Just substitute the F with an S, then we've got suitable, right? Suitable union of the. And here's how he spells sexes. Look at this. Fexes. Okay, so let's substitute that F for an S. Now we've got sexes. Okay, so the sexes, comma, and in a friendly intercourse with their fellow creatures, and then he puts in a now I think that's the end of the sentence right there. So hold on. I think there should be a period there. So let's see what we got here. Do this. This is a long sentence. An inclination to exercise the faculty of speech, to interchange the sentiments of the mind, to indulge the affections of the heart, and to receive themselves while they bestow on others a kind assistance and support, drives men by an ever active and almost indefeatable. In, I, indefeatable. Could that be?
May I say something?
Yeah, of course.
Indefeatable would be a better substitute than the previous word.
Mm. Yeah, I think I'm just trying to. I'm. I'm trying to figure out what it really is. What this word really is. I agree, but if I miss the mark, if I can just rack my brain and maybe figure out what he really intended to say here. Let's see what Dustin has. The comments here. Oh, first Ed says, "Oh, sorry." Oh, you don't have to be sorry. And then Dustin says, "Yes, it's a book project." Or he's talking about his book project regarding one of Tokugawa Ieyasu's most trusted retainers from the Sengoku period. A full detailed biography on his legacy and how he founded the shogunate's intelligence network. Wow, that sounds like a very scholarly work. Speaking of
Oh,
archaic
interesting.
English, I also came across some archaic Japanese terminology during my research, and I had to consult with some of my friends who are Japanese speakers to help translate. Wow, that's some pretty serious work there, right, Erica?
Mhm.
Okay, so and please feel free to interject anytime. Otherwise, I'll just babble on, Erica. So let me try that again. An inclination to okay. So what is it? Solitude in its strict and literal acceptation is equally unfriendly to the happiness and foreign to the nature of mankind. So he's saying there that solitude, as we typically think of it, is not good for us. An inclination to exercise this faculty of speech, so the willingness to speak, to interchange the sentiments of the mind, to indulge the affections of the heart, and to receive themselves. So the fact the human beings want to talk, we want to be friendly, we want to do that kind of stuff. While they bestow on others a kind assistance and support, while this helps others, drives men by an ever active and almost indefatigable impulse from sauce. So what he's trying to say there is it's something that's inevitable. Could that be inevitable? Hold on, let's
It's
see.
possible.
Let's take a look at the definition of inevitable. In definition, certain to happen, unavoidable, a situation that is unavoidable. So by an ever active and almost unavoidable impulse, I think that's it. I think that's inevitable.
Hmm.
Okay, so in wait, inevitable. What? No, that's what I think I did was I searched for inevitable, not inevitable. Hold on, because that can't be inevitable. You know what I need? I'm studying right now about Dr. Johnson. He wrote a dictionary about 50 years before this was written. I bet if Dr. Johnson were here, he would know because it would be in his damn book. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's an I and an R. Irref. Okay, here, let's just try this. Irref. If. Able. So what if we were to change some of these irresistible? That's it. Look at that, Erica. Do you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
It says it right there. Irresistible. The damn Google knew better.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah. That's cool.
And now that makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Drives men by an ever active and almost irresistible impulse from solitude to society, and teaches them that the highest temporal felicity they are capable of enjoying must be fought for in a suitable union of the sexes, and in a friendly intercourse with their fellow creatures. Oh my gosh, that's such beautiful writing. So he's basically telling us that our human need to communicate and to have intercourse. I mean, not intercourse like that, but communication with others drives us towards finding a mate, having a family, creating all this stuff, and having society and friends and all that kind of stuff. But but you see what's beautiful, Erica, is the way that he does it. He's saying this in a way that we don't talk. That now we don't. Nobody talks this way, right, anymore.
Yes.
And it's it's such beautiful. Wouldn't you just love to hear them speak? I wouldn't understand half of it.
Yes.
And Inglenace says, "Hi, Kurt. Hi, Inglenace." One of my
Hi.
favorite past descriptions of Shakespeare was that someone said it was like when he was reading Shakespeare aloud. He says it's like reading with jewels in my mouth. You know, we did it, Erica. We got through a really hard paragraph there. We did it together. So you're not only my
Well,
co-host, you're my co-author here, co-transcriber.
no. Um, I'm okay.
Profound. Here we go. Profound. Okay, what do you think? What do you think that word is? Profound. I think if we substitute this, right? Take this last S out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, that's too many S's. Oh,
It
yeah,
sounds like it's profound, but
yeah, it is. It's profoundest.
yeah.
You got it. The profoundest deductions of reason, comma, the highest flight of fancy, comma. I can't spell with a dang. I'm using my wife's computer. The finest sensibilities of the heart, the happiest discoveries. And this is the end of the page. Good gosh, I can't spell tonight because my fingers are all over the place. The happiest, highest. Erica, do you like to write?
Um. Yes. Um. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're halfway. We've gotten through that's all there is on the page. Okay. What's next is dupe. We have to go down here. We have to switch to 8-point font because we're going to do now the. Remember up here there was where was it? Here it is. There was an asterisk right here. So we're going to do a footnote here. I lost my 8-point font. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I'm confused. Oh, I see. I get it. So here we go. Bang. No, not that. Point. Okay, this is a long one. Here we go. You get tired, Erica, and you decide to leave. Don't worry. I'm not, my feelings won't be hurt.
No, it's okay.
Here we go. Man. Emily's home. What? Katie. Man says a profound philosopher is a. You know what, Erica? Do you know how Socrates defined a man?
I heard it before,
Yeah, it's pretty
and I
fun.
noticed you mentioned it before.
If a man is a two-legged animal without feathers. Isn't that weird?
Yes.
Profound. And so one of his friends then promptly displayed to him a plucked chicken and said, "Behold, a man." In an animal. So man, says the profound philosopher, is an animal extremely desirous of his own preservation of himself. Himself exposed to many wants, unable to secure his own safety and maintenance of the assistance of his fellows. You have no idea how hard this is, Erica. It's so hard to read this. It's got weird spelling, and I'm actually literally, as I'm typing it, I'm trying to change it into modern English at the same time. Of his fellows, and capable of returning the kindness of the furtherance of mutual good. But then he is often malicious, insolent, easily provoked, and as powerful in affecting. Here's where it gets tough. Affecting, because it's literally the photograph of the page is blurred here. So I'm gonna go into the next, completing the sentence kind of blind. But he is often malicious, insolent, easily provoked, and is powerful in affecting. What the heck is that? Let me look into the mild in a powerful and affecting mind. Insolent, easy provoked, is powerful and affecting. Mischief. It's okay. There it is. It was literally the H and the I here in the middle were missing, are literally not there. And I thought it was two words, Miss F, right? And I think I misspelled mischief. There we go. It's mischief, inflicting, and I had to think about what he was trying to say. Affecting mischief as he is ready in designing it. Oh man. Okay, Erica, I'm gonna step away for just a second. I have to go pick something up real quick. I'll be back in just a sec. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can have the music go. Here we go. I don't know. You won't be able to hear this, but I'll be back in just a second. If you want to say anything to anybody, you're welcome to. You're taking over for just a second, co-host. Okay. Okay. I'll be back in just a sec.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hi.
Well, hi.
I feel weird. This is my first time joining a stream. I'm just like,
Oh no. I've been pretty dang nervous myself. For the first time. Yeah, but Mr. Kurt is pretty nice and pretty cool. So, um, so how long have you been seeing Mr. Kurt's videos?
Oh God, I think since I was 14 or 15.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, that was during like the abandoned Japan days, but yeah, now I'm 25, so I'm just like, it's been a hot minute.
Oh my gosh, so am I. I'm 25.
Age twins.
Um, so what's your favorite video?
Oh Lord. I don't really know. There's a lot of them that I like. I like the ones where he is like walking in the woods and he finds the graveyard. And
Oh yeah.
I
Pretty
would,
cool.
back in high school, I would like watch his stuff and just go to sleep to it.
I know. His voice is so reassuring and calming, isn't it?
Yeah, it has like ASMR energy.
um, um, yeah. I mean, well, so what do you think about the book so far?
I just tuned in, so I'm not too familiar with it, but I was here last stream watching him start the table of contents and whatnot, but it seems pretty interesting from what I've seen.
Hello,
Okay.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Erica, you were holding down the fort while I was gone.
Yes, sir. We were just bonding over our experiences on how we would watch your videos, and I'm just trying to make our new guests comfortable.
Oh, who's here? Hello,
Maddie.
Maddie. Hi there. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. You know you're broadcasting, right?
Yeah.
All right. Great. And Erica, thank you so much for doing that. So, Maddie, I think this is I know that is this the first time for us to actually talk?
I think we've talked in like the comments, but I
Yeah.
haven't been able to join a stream.
That's
Usually when you stream, I'm at work, so I
That's-
just kind of like watch in silence.
That's what I meant. Yes, I'm familiar with your name, but I didn't think we'd actually talked yet. Your voice is new to me. Great. Well, welcome. And Erica, you introduced yourself. Erica is a long time friend. She's been around forever. And what part of the world do you, don't say any cities or anything like that, but what part of the world do you hail from? What's the time zone there?
I'm from North Carolina. It's midnight right now.
And you're welcome.
Oh,
And by the way,
wow.
I'm so bad about this. You're welcome to say anywhere your city if you want to. I just wanted to protect people's privacy because we're streaming. But so never mind. You North Carolina, midnight, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Goodness.
Cool.
Wow. I've always wanted to go to
We're
North
from
Carolina.
California.
I've never been to California. I've been to Washington and Oregon though.
Oh, well,
Oh.
it's very similar, but a little warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's on my list to go.
Excellent. Well, we certainly do recommend it. North Carolina is on my list to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're doing here, I don't know if you can see the screen, Maddie. Are you able to see it?
Yeah, I'm on Discord right now.
Oh, you
I
are?
was watching on YouTube though.
Okay. Well, what we're doing is, so you're aware of what we're up to. So we just got through a difficult bit of transcription, and so let's see what the next bit is. We got about another big bit of paragraph, and don't feel bad if if either of you get bored of this and decide to leave. My feelings won't be hurt, but I'm going to see if I can get the next sentence. Let's see. So it says, but then he is often malicious, insolent, easily provoked, and as powerful in effecting mischief as he is in designing it. So what is that? Okay, here we go. How that such a creature may be. What is this? Oh my gosh. preserved and supported. Yeah, goodness. I'm using my wife's keyboard and it doesn't work. Preserved and supported. So, Maddie, I don't know if you heard that the difficulty is that I'm actually not reading from I'm reading from a photocopy. Actually, someone took a photo of this old book, and the photo was a bad photo, so some of the words don't actually come through.
Oh man, that sounds rough.
and also the spelling. Watch, I'll give you an example here. So now that such a creature may be preserved and supported, comma, and may, I'm gonna from this. Whoa, what the hell? There we go. And from this point forward, I'm going to spell it just like I'm seeing it. Okay, so you'll see, you can see how it is. And may enjoy the good things attending his condition. My error of his condition of life. It is necessary. So that, see that necessary? He substitutes the F's where an S should be. Necessary that he. What do you think that is?
Necessary that he should.
Yes. You see how I'm stumbling because I'm trying to.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna finish this sentence exactly the way I'm seeing it, and you can see how I'm struggling. Necessary that he. Now you can understand why people in old English had a lisp, right? Necessary that he flood, right? Necessary that he would unto himself, himself, to those of his, oh my gosh, what's this? Own species, and these sentences never end. Such a manner regulate his behavior towards them, as they may have no refund. Correct this together. To do him harm. And just when you think the sentence is over, it goes on.
Oh boy.
Lut rather incline. Oh, that's but. But rather inclined to promote his inter and to secure his rights and concerns. I think that's the end of the sentence. Concerns. Well, these guys make long sentences, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if we can figure this. Let's see if we can fix this together. Okay, so this is the whole sentence right here, I think. Now that such a creature, here, let's do that. Now that such a creature may be preserved and supported and may enjoy the good things attending his condition of life, the necessity, that's going to be, let's see if Google can figure this out. Necessary. Can you figure it out now? There it is. The life. It is necessary that he should unto, Google's doing good, himself to those of his
species.
There you go. Yeah. Go for it. And in
Such.
There we go. A manner regulate his behavior towards them, as they may have no reason. I don't think that's fan, right? I think that's my blew it. As they may no have
No reason.
This is so much fun. I can't. I just hold on. I just got to stop and just say, hold on. This is amazing. Look what we're doing. The three of us here. We're bringing a writer's words back from 220 years ago. We're bringing them back to life. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it's such an accomplishment.
I just got to sit here for a second and just realize that collaboratively we're doing that. Okay, that can't be fan, right? That doesn't make sense. But the problem
No.
is I have to find it.
I wonder why they used F's instead of S's in certain situations. It's kind of weird.
Well, you know, and I've seen this elsewhere. I've read other documents from the same period where they do the same thing. It must have been something conventional at that time.
That makes
It
sense.
reminds me of Elmer Fudd from Looney Tunes.
Okay, look at this. Okay, I need your help. I'm going to ask you guys to look at you gals to look at this. Okay, here's the actual word. Okay, I'm going to try to hold it up. Can you see the camera? No, Erica, you can't, can you? Because you're looking on, or if you only see this if you're looking on YouTube. Hi, Ed.
Hold on, let me switch over.
Okay. And Ed says hi from New York. Hi, Ed. What could that be? No. They may have no. Well, let me know when you're there. I'm going to study it until you get there. Okay, they may have no. If we change the S to an, that's san. If it's clearly FAN. Can you? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, my finger's right above it. Okay.
Hold on, the stream's wonky on YouTube. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's so weird.
That's fan, right?
Yeah, that looks like fan.
FAN, but if we change the to an S, then it's san, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's really weird.
And see what they did with the reason? It's refund.
Reason to do harm. Yeah, I can see how you're having a hard time. All the letters are like really patchy.
Yeah, and do you see over here? Look at this. Look at the strange use of the quotation marks all the way down, right? That's it. We don't do that anymore. So they may have no. What is that? Okay, that's clearly reason. Okay. In such a manner, regulate his behavior towards them as they may have no. I can see if you just took that out, it would make sense. If they would have no reason to do him harm.
Mm-hmm. I think you should take it out, Mr. Kurt. Just
really,
just to make sense of it.
What if I just?
If that's okay.
What if I could do something here? Like, what if I made the words that I'm not sure of bold? Let's try that. I mean, I could substitute it later. If I made it bold and that says it's there, but I don't know what it means.
I think that would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
No fan reason to do him harm. Okay, and for now, maybe I'll figure out some other convention to change later. But rather, inclined to promote his, what is this? Interests. I think Google got it right. I think it's interests. And what's facure?
Reason to could be inclined to promote his yeah, I guess that's interest. And to I can't even read that part. Something his rights and concerns.
Well, what
maybe
I think go ahead,
to
Erica.
like feature. Sorry, maybe to feature his right and concerns.
I think Google's got it. It's suggesting secure.
Okay.
like we would say, like the founders. Remember, now this was written about the same time as the. This was literally written about the same time as the founders of the United States Constitution, right? So can't you just hear these founders say to secure the rights of life to secure the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? It's the same thing. To secure his rights, like to secure his rights in there. So I think we've got that. We're almost there for this page. Remember, I'm just doing one page a day. This is half. It's 300 and like it's just about. It take me just about a year if I do one page a day to secure his rights and concerns. Okay, here we go. It again. I'm gonna write it out just the way it is. It seems, therefore, to be fundamental. Oh, there we go. To be a fundamental law of nature that every man, of course, it's got to be a man, right? Back in then, ought, as far as. Oh my gosh, what is that? Okay, I need your help, Maddie. I know you're looking.
Let's see.
I know you're looking.
As far as
Well, here, look
I
at
took a
this.
screenshot too.
Look at this line. It's like literally. I can't read it. This might be. Look right above my finger there.
Hold on. Let's see. Mhm.
As far as it looks like in Urlus.
Okay. Screenshot time. Okay.
Oh, you got a screenshot?
Yeah, I'm taking screenshots as we go.
Okay, so I can look at it
So I can
under my
keep up.
light then. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead so we can get the context. As far as something as nani nani, as we would say in Japanese, right, Erica?
Nani
Yeah.
nani.
Na-
Nani sore.
Yep. As far as nani, I'm gonna actually write that
Yeah.
out. Nani nani. As far as nani nani, comma. To what do you think that is, Maddie? Is that promote?
Let's see. It looks like promote to me. Let's see
And-
I have two different screenshots.
And preserve a peaceful. What the heck is that? Sociable society? Wait, sociable. What the hell? Excuse my language. Sociable. REFSEVLY. That's literally what it looks like to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go log.
Agreeable to the and what? And agreeable to the main. Main and see how hard this is? This last bit's really hard.
Yeah, this is really hard.
Disposfit of the
Yeah, that last I guess line 3
from
the bottom of the paragraph.
Yeah.
What? That is a crazy word.
That is I would almost say it's not even
Disposition?
English. Like I mean, it's like I know it's English, but it doesn't look like English, does it?
Mm-mm.
Disposit on off the nani nani, and then the beginning of the third line is completely illegible. Something AC, something that is, and okay, hold on. Of the agreeable to the main and disprofit on of the be something, MAN, race that, oh, that is such a fudge. It sounds like I said a bad word. If of one man, it's disposition of one man towards all others, as shall unite him to.
Into them.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, when it gets to that part, and the screenshot, your fingers covering it.
Oh, okay. By benevolence. Okay, sorry about that. You know what I should try to do?
No, it's okay.
By peace.
Okay.
Go ahead.
By the benevolence. Yeah, both screenshots I have, it's like blurry where we're at, like by benevolence, and then by something, it's really blurry.
Okay, I think we almost got this page done, or not done, but at least the part I got there. Secret
Somewhat decoded.
obligation. Okay, so that's the end of the page. So I think that is the end of the what is it called? The citation, not a citation. So let's see if we can piece this together. So Erica, oh, I'm sorry, Erica, you can't see the screen. Or I think you can. Can you see the screen, Erica?
Yes.
Oh, I had blown it so the people that were watching on YouTube on the stream couldn't see it. They were just seeing me type, or they were just seeing my face.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I could see.
So let's make this a little bigger. Let's see if we can figure this out. And this will be the last thing we do tonight. Let's see if we can get this last two sentences there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start reading it. Let's see, because sometimes when you start going, it's like when you start, going down a stream, you can just make it on through. Okay. What do you think that first word is? It themes.
Themes?
I think so. We're smarter than Google, right? Google's like themes, fees, feels. No, none of those. I think you're right. It seems, therefore, to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as far as
Nani.
Oh yeah, there's nani. There's our nani. Did you have that on your screenshot, Maddie?
Let's see. I'm like flipping back and forth between screens.
Therefore, to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as far as.
Come on, screenshot, don't fail me.
As far as, I can give you another one. As far as. As far as in. I think we're going to have to leave that now for a. What do we do? How do we put in something that we just. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Maybe you could highlight it.
Well, I'm going to write it out exactly what I see, because it's.
And I noticed. I'm sorry, Maddie. I noticed that you put it in bold for words that you didn't know.
I did. Yeah, that's right. So that's what I'll do. So I'll type it out. I'll change it for 90, and I'll type out it exactly as I saw it. So that when I come back, maybe it'll make sense. Promote his interest, and it appears to be an F followed by let me get this under the light. F E A R C, and there's something completely disappeared. Gone. Letter completely missing. Space H, or maybe that is a space. H. Hold on. As far as H. L I E S. Therefore, for that every man ought to, as far as lies. Take away that H. As far as in man lies. Maybe that's 3 words. Maybe that's in. In something lies. I bet that's it. I bet it's 3 words. In and Erica, like you said, let's do more than make it bold. Let's put yellow highlight. Let's build on what you said there, Erica, and let's give it a yellow highlighting to say this is something that needs to be fixed. We don't know what the hell it is. How about that? Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Well, Mr. Kurt, I'm sorry. It's just that Maddie was the one who suggested the highlight technique.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Aren't you sweet? I really thank you, Maddie and Erica. You are so sweet for giving credit where it's due. See, that's why you're my co-host, right? Keeping it real.
No. I'm okay. I'm just being honest.
I know that's what we love about you, among many things. But it seems, therefore, to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as far as in boundaries, to promote and preserve a peaceful, whatever the hell. What the hell is this? Excuse me, my language.
Maybe it's like social beliefs. I don't know.
Okay, peaceful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Preserve a peaceful
That's what I
social
was thinking
belief.
too.
Okay, let me take a look at this. Fundamental to as far as preserve a peaceful. I think you're right. Let's try that. Let's change that. Social.
And after that, it seems like after social beliefs, it seems like we should put every or something.
Okay. Is there a comma there? Let's see. I'm looking at the original. I need to have this away so you all can look at the original at the same time. I'll figure that out. A social belief. Okay, there's no. It's where it's lost. I can't see. And you say what? What do you think this is?
Like every other agreeable to the main.
And posset.
Deposit on.
Like
Wait.
deposit, I think.
You think that's deposit?
I don't. I'm just going off the F as S pattern. I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
Mhm.
I'm doing the same thing. Deposit. So we just substitute that substitution and see what it comes, right? Deposit on the, what is that?
It might not be. Hold
there's-
on. Main and deposit on.
Of the
yeah.
on deposit,
Maybe not then.
because it's that on then afterwards of, and this is clearly human right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is my there. Human race that is such a disposition of one man toward all others as shall unite him to them by benevolence, by peace, by charity, and as it were, by a violent and secret obligation. Okay, let's see if we can run through from the start of that sentence to see if it'll fill out. Let's go back to 1799, shall we, ladies? It seems, therefore, to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as far as to promote and preserve a peaceful social belief, every other agreeable to the main and deposit. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, that race that is such a disposition of one man towards all others as shall unite him by benevolence, by peace, by charity, and as it were, by violent and secret obligation. Isn't this fun though? It's like a mystery. It's like a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Seems therefore to be a fundamental law. So let's take it back from the top. From there. So what is he trying to say in this? He's saying that man, says a profound philosopher, I wonder who that profound philosopher is an animal extremely desirous of his own preservation. So man wants to be preserve himself. of himself exposed to many wants, unable to secure his own safety and maintenance without the assistance of his fellow. So he needs many things and he needs others to help him, incapable for returning the kindness of the furtherance of mutual good. So he can return when other people help him, he can help them. But then he is often malicious, insolent, easily provoked, and as powerful in effecting mischief as he is ready in designing it. Oh, it's so beautifully written. Oh my gosh. So at the same time that he's this good, benevolent person, he's also capable of doing all these bad things just as often as he is able to get good things. Now that such a creature may be preserved and supported and may enjoy the good things attending his condition of life, it is necessary that he should unto himself, to those of his own species, and in such a manner regulate his behavior towards them, as they may have no feign, maybe sane, no say no. So this word right here, feign, this FAN means they have no good reason to do him harm. That's what it means.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But what
Oh,
word
now
could
I
that
get
be?
it.
But what word that could that be? That's 3 letters. This is like Scrabble. They
What if
have
it is sane, but it doesn't have an E at the end?
right. But what did we learn before? What was he? What were they substituting the F for the what? It was an S, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo. I think you guys? Bam. What if it's that, and then the E was simply lost? Is right.
Yeah.
I think we did it. We uncovered it. Let's take that out. Nice work. Towards them, as they may have no sane reason to do him harm. That makes perfect sense now, huh? So what is he saying by that? Now that such a creature may be preserved and supported and may enjoy the good things attending his condition in life, so he's living a good life, it is necessary that he should unto himself, to those of his own species, and in such a manner regulate his behavior towards them as they may have no sane reason to do him harm. So saying even though he can keep that good life, he has to make sure he does things that he behaves in such a way as to give nobody any good reason to do him harm. Now it all makes sense, but rather inclined to promote his interests. But instead of wanting to do him harm, they want to help him out. And they'll be but rather inclined to promote his interest and to secure his right and concern. So in furthering his best interest. So not that he's not just going to not hurt them. He's going to give them no reason to hurt him. In fact, they're going to want to help him. It seems, therefore, to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as far as in Belize, to promote as far as possible. It would be something like as far as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
What could that be? What can in Belize be that could be that? As far as
Or as
in Belize, it could be 3 words. It could be 2 words. Oh my gosh.
mm, I'm not sure. The first word that comes to mind is imbalance, but I don't know. The word, well, not the words, but the letters don't really
Yeah.
add up.
No, let's leave
Yeah.
that one like it is right now, and maybe it'll come to us with a further reading. To
I'm
promote.
just like reading. Sorry, Mr.
Go
Kurt.
ahead.
I'm
Oh
just
no,
reading
Erica.
it
Just call me Kurt, please.
as it as it like as a separate word.
Okay. What comes to mind?
Like I just read it as far as in pain lies to promote and preserve a peaceful social belief, every other agreeable to the main deposit of the human race.
In pain lies. So what you're suggesting is that lies is a standalone word in pain.
That makes
Yes.
sense.
It seems therefore this fundamental law of nature that every man, as far as pain. Oh, I get what you're saying. So as far as he is his own suffering, right? Is that what you mean?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I mean, odd. As far as in pain lies. So let's try that. In pain, look at it again. As far as I think that's definitely lies. Okay, let's leave that like that then. We will call that. Let's take that away.
At least we don't have to call it 90/90 anymore.
That's right. It seems, therefore, to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as far as in pain lies, to promote and preserve a peaceful social belief. Every other, that doesn't flow. To promote and preserve, and this is where we're going to get into the deep end of the pool here, huh? It seems
Yeah.
to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as
No.
I think you're right, as pain preserve a peaceful, sociable, peaceful. I think that's sociable. S, a peaceful, sociable. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that is. I think we're going to have to chalk this whole last part up to the yellow, right? To promote a peaceful, right to there. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we know what any of that is. Try one more time. It seems, therefore, to be a fundamental law of nature that every man ought to be. So he's summing up. He's finishing up and saying that in spite of all of that stuff, it seems to be a social law that as far as possible, we have to promote and preserve a peaceful social belief. I don't know. Anybody, any ideas?
Full social belief. Every other. Sure. A fundamental law of nature that every man ought, as far as pain lies, to promote and preserve a peaceful social belief. Every other. The every other is throwing me off.
Right. Right. Well, why don't we leave that one there? Cinecyclist, hey there, says hi. Howdy, Cinecyclist. Sorry I didn't see your comment earlier. Let's summarize what we've done tonight, and then we're going to wrap up. So what we've done is we've done basically page 2. Whoops. Let's read what we've got so far. So, and it's just started right there, so we'll start right from the beginning. Chapter the first, Introduction. Solitude, in its strict and literal acceptation, is equally unfriendly to the happiness and foreign to the nature of mankind. An inclination to exercise the faculty of speech, to interchange the sentiments of the mind, to indulge the affections of the heart, and to receive themselves, while they bestow on others a kind assistance and support, drives men by an ever active and almost irresistible impulse from solitude to society, and teaches them that the highest temporal felicity they are capable of enjoying must be fought for in a suitable union of the sexes and in a friendly intercourse with their fellow creatures. The profoundest deductions of reason, the highest flights of fancy, the finest sensibilities of the heart, the happiest discoveries, and that's where we stop. What a beautiful idea here that, basically we are trained to think that these greatest things that we can have in our lives and in our mind have to be had in society rather than in solitude. And I think he's beginning to make a case for the fact that there is benefit in solitude. With such beautiful writing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Maddie and Erica, for sharing this experience with me tonight. This has been very
You're welcome.
fun.
No problem. I wish I realized you were streaming sooner, so I could have hopped on
So
longer.
let me ask you, Maddie. So you're in the Discord, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a thing in the Discord called for like scheduled events, and I'm thinking about beginning to, because I plan to do this every day. I'm planning to do one page a day, and I'm going to live while I'm doing it. And this experience with the two of you just reinforces the need for that. This is now it's a collaborative effort, and it's so much more fun and so much more productive because you are giving me such great feedback. If I'm scheduled an event, Would that have helped?
I think so. I didn't get any notifications from Discord. It was from YouTube though.
Yeah, that's because
So
I didn't do any. I didn't do it. Over in Discord, there is the capability to set up a notification. I just didn't do it because I just wasn't ready. But if I did that in the future, then maybe I'll make it a regular scheduled thing, like at a particular time, like at 8 p.m. every night. If I did that, maybe that would be
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Cool, great. Oh, and Robert's here too. Hi, Robert. All right. Well, Maddie and Erica, do you have anything you want to talk about or say before we wrap up for tonight?
Well, Mr. Kurt, I was just wondering if if that's okay if you can get to know Maddie since you left her a bit.
Yes. Let's do that. Now, this is the tricky part, Maddie and Erica. I don't know how to quite do this because we're streaming on 4 platforms, and I don't want to ever ask questions of people that might make them say things about themselves that they don't want the world to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I meant was like about how we came to be to see you to see your videos
Okay. Yeah.
in regard to that.
Well, since you asked it, that's great. That would be something that would be very self-conscious for me to say. How'd you find me, right? but, but Erica
How'd you
asks.
find my content?
Yes. So Erica asked. So we'll go with that. So how the hell? How'd you find me?
Um, I I can't remember specifically, but I remember being like a teenager, maybe 14, 15. And I was watching a lot of J vlogs back then.
Hmm.
And I think one of your abandoned Japan videos popped up, and it was, I can't remember if you had Emily with you, but there was one where you went to a graveyard in the middle of the woods, and I think you were either telling the audience about being respectful, or you were telling her. I can't really remember,
Mm.
but that was one of my first videos I saw.
Yeah, that's
And
that's a
then
doozy.
I thought that was really cool. I think you're one of the main reasons I got inspired to travel and explore abandoned buildings myself.
Really? Are you?
Yeah.
Do you do that? I hope you're safe.
I haven't.
Hope you're safe.
Yeah, I haven't been able to do it in a while, just because just had a baby. But
Congratulations!
yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations.
How excited! And how old is your baby now? Just a few months.
He's about to be 3 months old.
Oh my gosh! You are not getting any very much sleep, are you?
Yeah, well, I was in medical school before he was born, so I was getting even less sleep.
So that says a lot. When having when having a baby, it gives you a break, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was getting like no sleep on top of working overnights. So I would go to work, go home, sleep for maybe 2 hours, and then wake up and go to medical school. And I'm like,
Oh my gosh! So are you taking a break from all that right now? With
yeah, I had to drop out because I got an emergency C-section instead of like a regular delivery.
right,
So I like couldn't physically move at all without help.
right. Wow.
So it was a lot, but I mean, I'm doing good now, and I have the option to rejoin my program next summer.
Oh,
So
I'm
it's
so
not,
glad.
yeah, it's not all like lost hopes.
Wow. You've got so much on your in your hands right now, Maddie. Literally, with the career and school and a baby. My gosh, wow. You sound like you're holding up though.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
You plan to one day travel with that little one? Maybe go on adventures together?
We're going to the mountains in December, like me, my husband, and my baby. So we'll get to have some fun. Maybe it'll snow while we're there.
Oh, wonderful. Now is your other half, is he also in the Discord?
No, he's asleep.
Oh, okay, okay. Because there's a couple. I can't, and I get my. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm 57 right now. My memory's starting to get shot. But there's a couple in the Discord, and I thought I was maybe thinking that might have been the two of you. So, oh, okay. He's asleep. Well, yeah, it's midnight, right? Well, of course you're.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably got a couple of wake up, through the night with the little one, right? Is he or she sleeping through the night yet?
He's pretty good. He only really wakes up around like 3 a.m., 6 a.m. But for the most part, he sleeps.
I'm so excited for you. I want to show you I don't know if you can see this. You both are on Discord, right? So I can show you.
Yeah.
Did you see the photo
Yeah.
I shared of little Emily? She was just a little on. I think I shared it in the Japan thing.
I have.
Here it is coming up. Make sure you take lots of photos. Right?
Oh, I do.
There's. I thought it was in here. Oh no, I didn't share it here. I shared it. I just shared it to Emily and Yumiko because it popped up on my phone. Well, that's wonderful. And Maddie, thank you for sharing about the video. That one video, was that the one that you described? Was that the one where I found the Jizo out there and there had no head?
I think so, yeah. I do remember a couple of them where you had found Jizo.
Because that
Um,
really freaked me out. That it was a grave with a headless Jizo.
I think you were saying that the graves are really old too,
Hmm.
and they were from the period in Japan where they still buried bodies.
Right. Wow, you have such a good and astute memory. I think of all the videos I've ever made, I think I maybe only mentioned that maybe twice. I'm really impressed that you picked that out. Just like you, Erica, you're always able to remember stuff. Erica has like a encyclopedic memory of so many things from the J Vlog days. I'm really impressed.
Mhm.
That's awesome. And Robert's.
Yeah, I like the videos too where you would walk around the abandoned tea farms.
Mm.
Those are cool too.
Did you see the one? And let me just interject Robert's comment. He says, I was 22 for 30 years. That's a feat. At least this is how I felt. COVID interrupted this. I may transition to 28 for the next 10 years or so. Well, we all keep moving forward. Did you see the one, Maddie, where there was the one that I had to go back to the abandoned green tea farm that the old man took me to the top of the mountain and showed me his farm, and then I went back like 10 years later? Did you see that?
Sounds familiar, but maybe I did.
It had a.
I was telling Erica I would put your videos on back in high school, and just like fall asleep to them because it had like an ASMR effect on me.
Oh, really? Really?
So, so I would just like watch them and fall asleep because they were just relaxing.
It's so funny, and I'm sorry to dwell so much on me. It sounds like it's the me show, but that's.
No,
I
it's okay.
I can't tell you both how many times I've heard both. You've said, Maddie, in the last 5 minutes, you said two things that I have heard repeatedly over the years, and they're both very. They make me very happy, both of them. The one thing is, I can't tell you how many people have told me that they've been watching my stuff for 10 years and they started watching me when they were 14 or 15. I don't know what it is about 10 years ago, what was going on with the 14 and 15-year-old demographic that seemed to find my videos. Because I was in my 40s then. Why would they have any interest in that? Right? And the other thing.
Maybe because sorry.
Okay, the other thing that I've heard over and over is people telling me that same thing about just kind of using it as background. I've heard that so many times. What were you saying?
Well, for me, it might have been I was watching a lot of J vloggers back then too, like Charla in Japan, just like channels like that, and I think that's also why you popped up as well.
Right. Yeah.
Because you would always go hiking and whatnot through Japan.
Yep.
So that could be it too.
Well, back then, as Robert was saying here, he was commenting in the JVlog community, and you mentioned the JVlog community too. It was a thing back then, right? And so we were all kind of. It was a little. There was organic, cross pollination going on, right?
Yeah, I can't even talk. It kind of made me want to move to Japan and like teach English over there and do, I think it's like a called Interact program.
Yeah, that's a good program.
That was like my goal for such a long time, and I don't really know what happened, but it didn't happen. I guess life just happened.
Life happens.
I went a different path. Um, I was watching the stream, you guys. I think Mully was in it, and a bunch of other people about wishing you were 18 again.
Oh yeah,
And
right.
like, I was watching that while I was at work, and I'm like, I want to be part of this discussion so
Oh really?
bad. Yeah.
Really? I'm glad to hear that. And I well, I'm going to may I take the opportunity to ask you then? And really, the intent of the question before was kind of like was more along the lines of what would you tell? And this is as you're a young mother, what would you tell your 18-year-old? What would you kind of think that they would do? But it kind of got changed into what would we do differently as 18? So let me ask you both those questions. First of all, what would you do? Because you said you wished you were part of that. What would you have done differently at 18,
Hmm,
knowing what you know now?
let me see. I was going through it when I was 18.
Yeah.
Hmm, yeah,
You,
I just had like a lot of depression back then, but like I didn't know what it was. It was just like an overwhelming, I guess, cloud of sadness, and I hadn't been diagnosed or hadn't been like received any help. So maybe I would have gotten help for my like mental illness problems sooner. Um, I don't know.
can I just dwell on that for just a second? Do you think
Yeah.
is that perspective? And first of all, thank you for being willing to share that here in public like that. It's a difficult thing to share in any circumstance. And I want to tell you, Maddie, because I've been on the receiving end of correspondence in so many cases that every time anybody shares that type of information, at least every time I've done that, it resonates with so many people that watch this. And there's only 2 people watching right now, but it'll get more people watching it later, and then it really resonates. So thank you for sharing. It means a lot. It touches a lot of people. Do you think now, is it because of your perspective, is your medical training and the like? Is that changed your perspective?
Mm, I don't know. I think it's just time. I think back then I cared more about other people's perception of me, and I wasn't really following what I wanted to do with life. I was trying to like live up to my parents' expectations, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I would tell myself like just follow your heart and do what you want, cuz I mean that's what I do now, and I'm not I I'm 25, married with a kid. We have our own house now, like, you know.
On your way to becoming a doctor.
Yeah. So,
Talk
you
up.
know,
Yeah.
it gets better. I would tell my past self. I don't really think I would change that much though. I guess like aspect wise, because I feel like I did need to change my majors and kind of do things as I did back then to get where I am now.
Mm.
But I would probably just tell my past self like it'll get better, like, you know, that dark cloud goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, my experience has been that every decade it gets progressively better than the last, with the exception of the body, right? I mean, my body's starting to fall apart, and there's not much I can do about that. But mentally, good gosh, I wouldn't want to go back to the 30s or anything. So, I mean, you're not even there yet. I mean, so good gosh, sounds like you sounds like you're at where I was at when I was in my 40s or 50s. So, kudos to you for pushing forward. What would you tell your son at 18? I mean, it's hard to know because by the time he's 18, you'll be much older.
Oh God. And society will probably be changed.
Mm,
I don't even know what I would tell him.
yeah, that's
Definitely to treat people with respect and not be a bully.
Yeah. There you go. Right.
Because I know there's so many like mean 18-year-old boys out there
Yeah.
just from experience.
Yeah, there are.
But I don't know. I guess I would tell him the same thing. Like, it does get better no matter what you're going through, and like you can speak to me about anything. You know, I don't want to have a bad relationship with him. You know, I don't want
That's
him to think he'd be a failure. You know, just because he didn't have straight A's in school or wasn't on a sports team. You know, to me, those things don't matter. Like, do what makes you happy.
Can I share a little synergy that for me just happened? There was a stream about 3 weeks ago, and Michael, who is on the Discord as well, he was on the stream as well, and he asked me. Molly was there too, and he asked me, kind of out of the blue. We were kind of talking about kids and stuff, and he asked me, Kurt, what would you do? What would you want? I can't. Wish I could remember the phrasing of the question. Something similar. It was like, what would you want to be? What would be the if you could be the best parent you could be, something along those lines. And I told him I would want Emily, my grown daughter now, to be able to feel that she could come to talk to me about anything. And you just said the same thing, right? Which is you want your son to be able to do that so he doesn't feel like he's alone. That really resonates with me because it doesn't speak to any particular teaching, any particular piece of wisdom or advice, but just being a person that they can come talk to if they want to, right?
Yeah, that's a big thing for me because I love my parents, but I didn't feel like I could talk to them about anything. I felt like I would be judged, especially now. I mean, not now, but like we have a lot of different views on things.
Mm.
And back then I felt like I would be judged for it, but now I just don't care. I'm like, whatever.
Mm. Yeah.
But back then I just felt like I couldn't talk about anything with them.
Is that because there was a standard that you felt you were expected to live up to or something?
Hmm, I guess so, because I'm the older daughter of like me and my sister. I feel like I don't know if this was how my dad felt, but I felt like we had to be like the sporty, like we had to be into sports, otherwise we'd disappoint them. I don't know, it's very weird.
Yeah.
But like that was not me. I didn't like sports that much.
It
I
seems
was
like
more of like the artistic type.
you've pushed through and found yourself in some ways. It's I do you believe that's kind of the case now?
Yeah. I I think it's also come from, as I get older, not caring what people think of me, or like I'm just gonna do me and do what makes me happy. Like if I don't meet your expectations, whatever. Like I don't know. It's really hard to explain.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you've got a good at such a young age. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound condescending, but you are such a young age from from where I am, right? I mean, I wish and I mean this in the most sincere manner. I wish that I had my head on as straight as you seem to have your head on when my daughter was 3 months old, because I was a mess at when Emily was 3 months old, and it really did take me a long time to just to get to the point that I could be, how do you say it, just to be a stable person, so that I wasn't a basket case. And so I feel like it's only been in the last 5 years or so that I finally gotten to the point that I can finally be, a reasonably good dad. And now my kid's grown. So, oh well. So I try to reach out to her now. So it's, hey, let's go out and have lunch together. I can make up for all the stuff because I don't think I was a bad dad. I just wasn't. I was a mentally distracted and screwed up dad, right? And but it's like, oh, I got my own life now, Dad. And not that much has a comment here. Let's see. And Robert's talking about his own discoveries as well. Not that much says haro to you. And geez, this is not my time. LOL. Did sleep 5 hours only. Good morning. That's because you're on the other side of the planet. Sports. ALS did not like it, not that much. Oh, you weren't too much of a. I'm not much of a. Are you? So, Maddie, are you a sports person at this point in your life? I'm not.
Heck no.
You. How about you, Erica? It's okay if you are. If it's okay if you are.
Well, I do like running.
Oh, running's fun. I don't consider that to me. That's a different thing. When I think of sports, I think of baseball, football, group stuff. Right? I like doing. The running's good.
Well,
I like
yeah, and
watching ice
basketball's pretty
skating.
fun.
Yeah, I used to play basketball back in the day. Like that's what I played.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in middle school. That was so long ago. Oh my god.
What do you? I was gonna say, what do you do now? I know you don't do much of anything except look after your little one, right?
I like playing video games. I don't sports wise. I don't really do. I'm not really into sports. I mean, I'll exercise, but I'm not like on a team or anything like that.
Maddie, I
I
gotta ask.
mostly.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Oh no, you're good. What were you gonna say?
I've got to ask you a question. You're a video game person, right? I'm a wannabe video game person. I want to become a gamer, and I don't know how to start. My sisters, my brother's sisters, my daughter's boyfriend is a gamer, and I was talking to him earlier this evening, and I was saying, Chris, hook me up. Tell me what I need to get for a computer, but I got to ask you a question. I have this guy that I'm just absolutely just adore on the internet. His name is Graydon Square, and I've shared with him in the forum. In fact, I've got there's a whole channel dedicated to Graydon Square on the forum. And I was watching him earlier he was playing a video game with his friends, and I have never seen anything like this, Maddie. They were on a spaceship and they were going somewhere and they were doing a mission. He used to be in the military. He was actually in the Gulf War, and he was like the commander of the spaceship, and he was on Discord with his Discord talking to all the guys, and they were on the spaceship, and you could see them on the spaceship, and they were flying through space, and they went somewhere and they did a mission. Have you done anything like that?
I haven't, but I watched like Markiplier play stuff like that.
Yeah. He does it with humor though, right?
Yeah.
I love his humor.
I'm not. I feel like Markiplier was just playing something with his friends. What is it called? They were on like a train track in the middle of nowhere, kind of like that, and you like, I guess, get supplies while you're on this train track. I don't even. It was really weird, but I don't really. For me, I'm kind of different. I was raised like my parents were like, get outside. Like we weren't allowed to have video games back then. Like no cell phone, no internet. Like we had to play outside if we wanted entertainment. So I'm kind of going backwards. I play a bunch of like the old school games.
You're catching up.
Yeah, like my friend and I were playing this game called Chameleon Twist recently. It's like an old school platformer. I think it came out in 1995. I mean, that wouldn't really be old school, but you know, I guess considered now it's retro. And it's so random. Like you play as this chameleon, and then the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland pops by, and he's like, "I'm running late," and then you follow him through this weird portal, and then you turn into like a robot looking thing. It's so weird. It's like a mesh of a bunch of different games from that era into one.
If you keep that up, eventually you're going to arrive at the modern games, right?
I also like, I guess, the aesthetic of the older games. I mostly play Spyro, the dragon. more specifically the first game. I know there's Ripto's Rage and Year of the Dragon, but I mostly play the first one. But yeah, that's a platformer, and the soundtrack is awesome. So if you're ever bored one day and you're doing some work at home, just type up Spyro the Dragon soundtrack.
Can you
And
do me a favor? I created a channel in the Discord for what we're listening to. Could you maybe paste a link in there?
Yeah, hold on.
And I just
Let
did,
me see.
and I just pasted a link for you in the bench, and I tagged both you and Erica, and it's actually the recording of the gamer I was watching earlier. If you're interested, if you want to see what the craziness I was talking about.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
And
And
go ahead.
excuse me, Mr. Kurt, when
Erica, yes.
you sign off, is it okay if you could spare like a few minutes with me, because I have some questions to ask you,
Of course, I've always got time for you.
if that's okay? And also, I was wondering if we could also shout out Englandese and Lars and Andy and CN, because honestly they would be pretty helpful with the book too if they were here.
That is great. See, that's why you're my co-host, right? Because you keep it real with all the reality of keeping it the people that are involved and we need to have involved. I like that idea. Now, so do you think?
Yeah, and Molly too.
And Molly too. Okay. So I'm gonna type up a thing right here. I'm gonna do it right now. We're not gonna miss this. So I'm gonna say at Englandese. The problem is some of these people have their names are different. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Would you remember?
but it goes by Moist Turnip.
That's as different from Englandese as possible, right? Moist Turnip Gaming.
Yeah.
At Moist Turnip Gaming. Who else did you say at? You said at Andy, right? That's edits by Andy, right?
Yeah, and Lars.
At Lars. What's his handle? Lars. Lars is
Like,
Lars. And you
yeah.
said at Molly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Colonel Molly.
And CN.
See, you mean Journey?
Mm-hmm.
Journey, of course. Earlier, he changed his name. It's now Journey the Peterbilt 379.
Cool.
Dot. Just to let you know that Erica at Sakura Gaming Erica mentioned to me that here I should show the people I'm typing on. Here we go. See, for those of you that aren't sure, this is the square. That's Graydon Square, my hero. And here we go. This is the Discord. So I'm typing up a little message to the aforementioned gentleman. Erica mentioned that to me that we could really use the three. No, how many is that? 4 of you. 1, 2, 3. The lot of you, of you to help with our book translation. We hope to see you in the next live. And everybody who is wondering, if you're wondering, what the heck is this that they're doing? Well, Erica and Maddie and I and all the aforementioned people are all in the Discord over here. And I'm going to pop a link in to the thingamajiggy. Invite people. How's it going over there, Maddie? You were saying you were going to type a link in? Oh, and here's Emily. Emily, come say hi. There she is. You can see her back right there. Wait, you're holding? Are you holding a dog? Come here. Say hi. You could do the what? Okay, here. Say hi to people. Take a seat for a second. I gotta go do something. Here, you run the stream for just a little bit. This is live on 4 platforms.
Oh my god. Okay.
Talking to the mic.
Hi.
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 Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just
And you have the best papa ever.
Thank
He
you.
just dipped. He's like, bye.
Yeah, I just came to take the dog with me. So hello. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but
I don't know. I have it pulled up on Discord.
Well, thanks to your Chibi Marco video with your dad, it made me pass my presentation in high school. So thank you.
good job. Wow, that's amazing.
And my Japanese teachers, she's like, Shimizu wa doko? Wow, sugoi wa.
Wow. Yeah. That's congratulations on passing that.
Thank you. But
Of course.
but due to the YouTube videos, it seems like it seems like we've been knowing your dad and your family forever,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
pretty nice.
That's true.
And I know that you
Is
don't
the
like
one
the
that made the
susumebachi,
Sure. And Maddie,
the
she just had a
susumebachi,
baby 3 months
and
ago.
you even told your dad to get his pet susumebachi away.
I didn't know it was dead at the time, so yeah.
Yeah, but you prefer Ollie better than the susumebachi.
Yeah, I mean, duh. he won't yeah, it's much better in my opinion. Well, baby? Maddie?
She just had a baby 3 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, how exciting.
Yep, he's a little boy.
Wow. Aw. How cute. Here.
Oh,
I just came to take the dog.
came to get the dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. All right. Good. She didn't give away all my secrets, did she?
No.
No.
Okay. Let me finish this thing here. I'm doing this. Maddie, I think you were getting a link, right? And I'm going to put a link into the chat here. Generate a link.
I put a link into listening to now.
Oh, cool. Thank you. And I'm going to drop a link right here into the stream. Come join us on Discord at the link below. And Maddie, I think it's time for you better get some sleep. And then Erica, you and me too. I know you have some questions for me. But and Erica, did you want to do that offline, or did you want to do it while we're still broadcasting?
I'll do it offline because it's kind of, well, the questions are regarding your Discord and the new features, and I just have a question about that, so I don't want to bore everybody.
Oh, okay, sure. All right. Hey, well, Maddie, are you gonna be able to sleep tonight, or is your little boy gonna keep you awake?
Well, he's asleep right now. I've just been playing Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. That sounds like Frogger.
There are frogs in the game that you can talk to.
Oh, cool. And don't worry about it. The link that I put to share the game, I was just thought that you might be curious to see what I was talking about like it's like having an entire team, a squad, doing something. I was just blown away by the game. So if you have a chance to look at it, I'd love to get your thoughts on it. And maybe I might come to you and ask you for some advice about gaming. You too, Erica, because I know game is in your name, right? Sakura Game America, right?
Sure.
You're a gamer too, right?
Yes, honestly, I was gonna give you some like recommend you some games, something that you would like since you like nature and of that aesthetic. I don't think you would like the crazy games that Emily's boyfriend Chris plays.
Actually, I like shooter games. You know,
Oh.
I don't. Yeah. There's a different side of me. My brain is kind of different. You know, like remember Doom and Quake and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. But I'll take anything. Start me off simple because I'm a newbie. But give me some recommendations.
You might like I haven't played it, but my husband plays it. It's called No Man's Sky. You kind of like travel throughout space and you find different planets and harvest things off these planets, and each planet is different. There's different creatures. The like nature is different.
No Man's Sky, a novel of an Isaac Asimov novel. I'm just making a note for that in the Discord. People are going to go, "What the heck is he speaking that?" So I just made a note. No Man's Sky. What do you recommend, Erica? What's your top video game recommendation?
I would recommend the Mother series. That's what it's called in Japan, but it's called Earthbound in English.
Earthbound.
Like this retro.
Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't played it though.
But you guys,
Yeah,
should I create a little like a game channel in the Discord?
you can if you want.
I'll do that. Oh, that sounds good. All right. Well,
And yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was just wondering. I don't mean to interrupt, but Maddie, congratulations on your little boy. I just didn't want to interrupt. And power to you. Like, if you need any advice, I'm pretty sure most of the Discorders who are parents, like Englandese or the one and only Mr. Kurt here, would give you advice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would much appreciate it.
You know what they say.
Because nothing. I don't know anything about raising a kid. It's all experimental.
It takes a village, right? We're all here for one another. It's one of the beautiful things about the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about this Discord. It's amazing the community that it creates. I'm frankly more excited about Discord than anything else on the internet that I've ever encountered, including YouTube. It's amazing. Great. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off the stream. I saw Robert. You had some comments there noting. I'm sorry I didn't get to all of them. Noting you're about your personal growth and experiences, and not that much. Des says he's going to start working about 40 minutes. Oh my gosh! Talk about being on a different world, right? And Robert, COVID didn't interrupt a romance. Okay.
All right.
So anyway.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Maddie. And I'll say, hold on, Eric. I have to figure out how to do this. I guess I can stop. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in the Discord. That's right. I'll end the stream. Take care.
Well,
take care, everybody.
I'm not sure if you're muted, Mr. Kurt, but
can you not hear me?
I'll talk to you soon.
Erica, can you not hear me? Okay, I'm ending the broadcast. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch up with Erica. I'll find her. I know where to find her. Bye-bye. Erica, can you hear me? 2 hours.